You're walking down a street. There are people around, cars passing, a few conversations happening in the background. Nothing feels unusual until you hear it. A sound, sharp, out of place, someone shouting, or maybe crying. You slow down, just a little. You look around, trying to understand what's happening. There's a person sitting on the ground a few feet away, head down, not moving much. Maybe they fell, maybe something's wrong. And for a moment, your body does something strange. It pauses, not because you don't care, but because your brain is trying to figure out, is this my responsibility? You glance around. There are other people here. A man standing near a shop, a couple walking past, someone scrolling on their phone just a few steps away, and none of them are doing anything. So you hesitate, just for a second, and then another. You think, if this was serious, someone would have helped already. And just like that, you keep walking. Not because you didn't see it, but because no one else did anything either. It's called the bystander effect. And once you understand it, you start to notice it everywhere. In 1964, a woman named Kitty Genovese was attacked outside her apartment in New York. The story that spread afterward was disturbing. Dozens of people were said to have heard or seen parts of the attack. Lights turned on, windows opened. And yet, no one intervened in time. That story became one of the most famous examples in psychology. Not because people didn't care, but because it revealed something uncomfortable. When more people are around, individuals are less likely to help. It sounds backwards. You'd think more people means more chances someone steps in. But the opposite happens. Psychologists John Darley and Bib Latani wanted to understand why. So they ran an experiment. Participants were placed in a room alone and told they were part of a discussion over intercom with other participants. During the conversation, one of the voices suddenly began to have what sounded like a seizure. They were struggling to speak, gasping, asking for help. If the participant believed they were the only one hearing this, almost all of them got up and tried to help immediately. But when they believed there were other people also listening, far fewer did anything. Some didn't move at all. Same situation, same emergency. The only difference was how many people they thought were there. So what's going on? Why does your instinct to help get weaker when more people are around? Part of it is something called diffusion of responsibility. When you're alone, the responsibility is clear. It's yours. There's no one else to look at, no one else to wait for. If something happens, it's on you. But when there are 10 people around, that responsibility gets blurry. Your brain quietly divides it up. Someone else will handle it. Someone closer probably saw it better. Someone who knows what they're doing will step in. And the more people there are, the easier it is to disappear into that crowd. There's another layer too. It's called social proof. You look to others to decide how to act. If no one else is reacting, your brain reads that as a signal. Maybe this isn't a big deal. Even if something feels off, even if something is wrong, you override your instinct because no one else is confirming it. And then there's something quieter, less obvious, the fear of being wrong. What if you step in and it turns out nothing was actually wrong? What if you misread the situation? What if people look at you like you overreacted? So instead of risking that moment of embarrassment, you choose inaction, and everyone else is doing the exact same calculation. Think about how many times this shows up in small ways. A message in a group chat that no one replies to. Everyone sees it. No one responds. Not because they don't care, but because they assume someone else will. Or a classroom. The teacher asks a question. You know the answer. Or at least you think you do. But no one raises their hand, so you don't either. Because if no one else is sure, maybe you shouldn't be either. Or even online. Someone gets attacked in the comments. Hundreds of people watching, scrolling, reading, and thinking someone should say something. But no one does, because everyone is waiting for someone else to go first. Here's the strange part. If you take that exact same situation and remove the crowd, everything changes. If you're the only one there, you act faster, more decisively, without overthinking it. It's not that you become a better person, it's that the ambiguity disappears. And that's the key. The bystander effect isn't about apathy, it's about uncertainty. In later studies, researchers found something interesting. When people were made aware of the bystander effect before entering a situation, they were far more likely to help. Just knowing that your brain might hesitate makes you push past it. Because in that moment, when something happens, you can recognize the pattern, that pause, that glance around, that thought, someone else will do something. And instead of following it, you interrupt it. You realize something simple, but powerful. Everyone else is thinking the same thing. Everyone else is waiting. So if you don't move, there's a very real chance no one will.